What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's kind of been a while and I keep saying this in a lot of my videos. My whole plan for this off season was to try and upload 2 videos a week, but then getting ready for the tryouts that ended up taking like 2 months to do and everything, it just took a lot of time, and this was a really big move for me, so I just wanted to put 100% concentration in it. So that's why I wasn't uploading, consistently, but I'm gonna try and, upload a little bit more now that everything's kind of settled down for the most part. So speaking of the tryout, the final day was this past weekend and it went pretty good for me. I had some good moments and I even set up the goal that we scored. I was playing on the right wing, kind of whipped in a cross, and then the winger kind of crossed it back to headed it down to the striker, and then he put it in. So it was a really good play. Our team that I was on during the 11v11 scrimmage, we played really well. I did have a few moments, and that's what the topic of this video is going to be, kind of talking about what my main weakness is, something that I'm going to work to improve on, and keep trying to get better. My kind of thing is to always keep taking one step forward, never be satisfied with where you're at. Even though I had a decent performance and it was pretty good, there were still quite a few moments that I could have done a lot better if I just would have made a better decision, been a little bit more calm on the ball, and not try to rush things a little bit too much. And I had some good ideas, but the execution just wasn't there because I was just trying to rush it. But we're going to talk all the way about that a little bit later into the video. Right now, it's probably mid-afternoon. I've been doing some graphic work for somebody, so that's been taking up my morning, and I probably won't train today because my legs are just super tired. As you guys know, I do double days every day, and I've been doing that for now, whatever the off-season day number is today. I'm going to have it up on the screen. It's like off-season day 70 something or somewhere around there. So I've been doing double days consistently for over 2 months. So my legs are just starting to catch up with all that and fixing to go into what I possibly could be going into. I just need to take some rest and, kind of let my legs, really relax. And that way they're up to, full speed whenever it comes time for the most important things. So I'm probably not going to do any soccer training today, but what I am going to do is I'm going to go to the gym and get in an upper body workout. I haven't been able to go to the gym quite as much as I've been wanting to, just because like I said, I'm focusing mainly on soccer. Last year, I was really focused on my kind of weightlifting and getting stronger and bigger, and I kind of neglected some areas of what I needed to improve on in my game. So this offseason, my main focus has really been improving a lot of my weaknesses and, really just working on improving what happens down the field, which, working out does, don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'm at a good place right now where I feel, somewhat happy. So that just hasn't been my main focus. I've still been going to the gym 2-3 times a week, but I would like to start ramping it up a little bit more right before, hopefully I go into season, and then, try and, taper it off once I go into season. But gonna go to the gym today, get in a good upper body session, and take you guys along with that. So I'll catch you guys probably whenever I get to the gym. All right, so I've had a bit of a change of plans. I'm not gonna be going to the gym now. I'm gonna be going to the gym in a couple of hours because I had to do some stuff around here. And today is Tuesday, which means it's Champions League game day, and it's Chelsea versus Bayern Munich on the first leg. So I'm going to be watching that. One, it's just fun to watch as a football fan. And then secondly, I was talking with a friend of mine who is an ex-coach. He went and took their team to the state final, I think in Chicago. It was in Chicago. And he's just a really, really good coach, knows a lot about soccer. So he was telling me, if I want to improve, some game stuff, is to watch the Champions League, pick out the person in my position and then watch it. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I'm going to be going to the gym after that. So I'm going to be going to the gym in the mid-afternoon. But now I'm going to be talking to you guys about my weakness. Definitely one of the biggest, probably the biggest weakness of mine. And I kind of realized it this past weekend at the tryout. And I had somebody there who actually watches the channel, so shout out to you guys if you guys are watching this video. They were there, they watched the channel, and he filmed my scrimmage game, our 11v11 game at the tryout, and he sent me the video clips. He got most of the game, so I was able to watch pretty much all of it. And one thing I realized was I had at the very beginning some really good, I think it was 2 or 3 really good through balls to the striker. He almost scored from like 2 of them. And then there were some times, you know, that I made a really good run, and if our striker would have squared the ball to me, I could have had potentially a goal, at least a shot on goal. And I did several good things right. I even whipped in a cross from the right wing, and our left winger headed it to the striker, and then he hit it in. So I was able to create that goal, which I was really proud of. And I definitely had some good moments. But one of my weaknesses that I heard them talking about on camera, and I talked to the guy a little bit afterwards on email, was there were probably a handful of times, maybe 3 or 4 times, that I got the ball and the idea was there, the thought process of getting the ball to this certain spot, playing because I was like a right mid, we were playing a 4-3-3, trying to get the ball to my right winger, or, you know, there was one time I tried to switch the ball to the left winger after I did some really good footwork. And a couple of times the pass just kind of let me down, or there were a few options to where maybe I should have just played it back to the defense and maintained possession, or played it into my center mid. And so there were just a lot of times that I could have done so much better. I'm still pretty happy with my performance, and I've already talked with the coach, and he was pretty happy with my performance, and I feel pretty good about that. But I definitely want to improve this area, because I kind of gave away there was probably about 2 times that I kind of gave the ball away too easy, and there were definitely some easier options to do. And I think the main reason behind the weakness is because most of you guys know I just finished my first season of high school soccer 3 years ago. So I'm almost have played soccer for about 4 years, because I kind of started in the summer, around August or September. So I'm getting closer to 4 years, but right around 3 years is what I've been playing. And I've jumped up from being a bench player in high school to the following year, I was actually the senior captain and got quite a few assists and started and played every single game. And then the year after that, I go and I play semi-pro soccer in the UPSL. And now here I am playing the highest level of semi-pro I can before going professional in the USL2 in the US. So I've been kind of thrown into high level soccer really fast. I've only been playing, like I said, for almost 4 years. And to be able to do that is really cool, in the sense that it's really awesome to see how far God and how the hard work that I've done, you know, how far that's brought me. But then again, I kind of lack a lot of that game experience, like the game knowledge and everything. And I've had coaches tell me before, your technical abilities and everything you can do with the ball is really, really good. But sometimes your decision making is a little too predictable, or you have the right idea, but your execution just isn't there. And that ultimately comes down to, I haven't been playing a lot of years. You know, I've improved a lot, but there's really only so much you can do whenever it comes to stuff like that. So that's what I've really been focusing on this off season, and I've really been focusing on improving my weakness. One thing I've done is I've watched hours and hours of film, watching teams and watching the right winger and the right mid, seeing what they're doing, seeing why they choose to play that option, or when they get crowded out wide, you know, maybe they should play the ball inside or drop it back. And so I've definitely been trying to improve on that. And that's where I think in sports it kind of is a little, you know, kind of... Sorry, I had to readjust the camera. I had a phone call. But as I was saying, I think that's where in sports it's kind of a little bad, because like I heard Matt Sheldon talk about on Become Elite, is as a fan, whenever he was younger, he would always view professionals, and anytime they made a mistake, he was like, they shouldn't be making that mistake. They should be passing the ball better. They should be doing this and doing that. And a lot of fans, kind of have that mentality. I mean, we see even in European soccer, a team doesn't perform well for 2 games, and everybody's looking to get rid of this player, get rid of the manager, bring someone new in. And I think that that's kind of where sports is a little cruel. I mean, that's just how sports is. If you're going to try and be a pro, you're just going to have to learn to suck it up and deal with it. But you hear a lot of people say a lot of things about you and your style of play and everything. And sometimes it can really be, if you're not careful, it can really tear you down. So you have to be in the right mindset to help that, put that fire in you to keep improving and everything. And anytime people make comments, analyze it. Sometimes people are going to have good comments that if you were, you wouldn't notice that if they wouldn't have said that. But then sometimes a lot of people are going to say a lot of garbage about your career, and you're like, this doesn't apply to me at all. I've been told by multiple people that I'm well. And ultimately, the people that you need to be listening to is your coaches, your high level, teammates, anybody that's either at your level or higher than you. Those are the people you want to listen to. People who haven't even played, let's say you're a professional, people who haven't even played semi-pro, really shouldn't have much say, because they don't really know the behind the scenes. They don't know how hard you are working at certain things. So I'm glad I do have that footage, and I'm glad that they did make those comments, and I was able to talk to him online, because that was a really good point that they were able to point out, and something that I'm going to be working overtime and trying to improve that so much. So I just wanted to kind of talk to you guys about that. That's kind of my main weakness. Some of you guys might have, weaknesses in shooting and crossing and passing, and trapping. So it's good for you to analyze yourself and, just own up and say, hey, I have a weakness here, but I'm going to do something very productive that's going to help me, improve that and reach the level that I want to reach eventually in the long term. It could take a week to improve, a month, a year, but whatever you do, as I always say, keep taking a step forward every single day. That's going to push you closer to your end goal. So now I'm going to be getting ready to watch the Champions League, and then I'm going to be going off to the gym.
As well, and Napoli may be the one who's put it into the net, but Muller's taking a lot of the credit. It's 1-0 to Bayern.
Jeez, another goal. What a goal. What a ball. All right, so it's about 6 o'clock now, finally on the way to the gym. I don't like going to the gym this late. I hate it. But I had stuff to do early this morning, and then, of course, I wanted to watch the Champions League game. So I'm still going, so that's good, but I hate it. But I'm going to go get in a good upper body session. Won't film everything, but I'll at least get a few clips, and hopefully it'll be a good workout.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so I made it back home. It was a really good workout. I didn't end up filming anything because it was just, super busy and super packed in there. So I just wanted to focus on getting in a good workout, not having to worry about trying to fit the camera around everybody and all that kind of stuff. So I wasn't able to film any of the gym, and then obviously I didn't do any soccer today just because a lot of my muscles in my legs are feeling really tight just because of all the double days that I've been doing. So I just thought it'd be good for today just to take an off day from that, but still get in a gym session, work up a little bit of a sweat. And then watching the game, is really good because even though it's fun to watch, I was still able, to learn some things of what they do, their decision making and all that during the Champions League game. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. And, hopefully, if you do have any weak areas in your game, you'll be able to pick those out and then just work on doing certain things that will help improve that weakness. And so that way, hopefully one day it will become your strength. That's what I've really been focused on doing this off season. And each day I've just been trying to do even better and better at improving all my weak areas. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully the next video that I post will be good news. Hopefully it will be telling you guys what team I'm going to, all that good stuff. It's killing me inside trying to keep everything a secret. As soon as I can tell you guys, I will. If anything, I'll probably be posting everything on Instagram first, just depending on how it goes. So if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me there, because I'll probably be posting everything on there first, and then probably a video later. But if I can do it, I'm gonna try and do everything the same day. But I'm really excited. Hopefully everything will become official. Hopefully everything goes well, and I'll be able to officially announce everything when the club does. And I'm really looking forward to it. So hopefully the next video will be good news. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.